Good morning, Simon from Mai Star II restoration project here at Walton-on-the-Naze, England, in Essex. As you can see, I've made up the new frame on the port and side. Just needs a little bit of fettling to get it to fit properly. It's got a couple of got a nail or two at the bottom of the boat which is holding it up, and one at the side there, and it then needs to be put in behind the beam shelf. Also, you see there's 3 deck beams laid across the foredeck, 2 new ones for the 2 that are broken either side the mast step. These will be put in once the rest of the work on the beam shelf and the ribs are done, and that'll be our next job. Will be to put this frame back in situ, screw and bolt it back in place, and then we can start to put the ribs back in the boat at the front there and start to put her back together again. It's been a bit of a layoff as we've had other jobs to do, but now the warm weather's coming and it's now longer days, we hopefully can proceed and do more work on this boat, as well as Chance, which is our other restoration project. So we've got a fair amount of painting to do along the side of the boat, both sides. We've got a couple of ribs to be replaced. One there, got a snap break in it there, and it's got a break in it down here, and that'll have to be replaced later once we've got the other ones done further along the boat. And also the frame, which has got a broken top, and we've got a couple here that have got rotten tops which need to be replaced, especially where those rotten steel bolts are through the frame. That part of the frame will have to be replaced with fresh green oak down to the bottom there where it's jointed, and then that'll be fixed together again and put in place, and then big large bronze screws hold that in, as well as a couple of bolts. Going forward, that frame's in good order. So is that one, apart from the bit at the top. We need to make a new breast knee, a breast hook there. That'll need to be made out of some laminated oak, as we haven't got any good oak that can make a crook out of for the breast hook, but that's half of the course, and we've got to do a small repair to the top of the stem where it's a bit of ingress of water into the top which needs to be replaced. And also down the bottom there we've got to replace the 4-foot section of the stem to renew that piece, take the bolts out holding it in, make new bolts up and refit this all there. But that's part of a wooden boat building, especially on old traditional boats like Mai Star II, which are now almost 80 years old. So we've got work cut out for us. So if you'd like to like this channel and subscribe to it, by means do so. And if you'd like to have further updates, you can also go to our Patreon page, Mai Star II Restoration Project, and you'll get up to minute progress reports on this boat and how we get on doing it. So that's all for now. Please like and subscribe, and send any comments you like to tell me what you'd like to put on future videos, and any comments, other comments, gratefully appreciated. That's all for now. Bye. Here are the 4 remaining deck beams, which are in good order. The only bits that are missing are the 4.5 bits for the back one, which is that one there and that one there, which correspond with the same one on that one and on there. I've got to make new ones for those, and also the piece of wood that goes in between these 2 deck beams which supports the top of the Samson post. That bit's had to be I've got the old one, but I'm going to remake it anew. And also there's a piece of beam that goes between there and the breast hook which needs renewing as well. So There are other bits and pieces that need doing, but first thing we've got to do is put that frame in the boat, and then the ribs, and then we can and the tops of the frames which are damaged, and then we can start to fix the carling back on the beam shelf back in place. And then once that's back in place and the boat's leveled up correctly, then we can start putting the deck beams in, and then hopefully put the top strakes on both sides on, and eventually put the deck on, and then before the deck goes on, put the carlings and all the half frames down the side, well, not deck frames, not frames but deck beams in along the both side decks, and the deck beams across the aft end of the boat, so the whole thing is locked back together again, true and square and back together. So that's going to be our next project after we've got the framing, which you've seen in the last part of this video, which needs to be nibbed in down at the bottom of the keel, and also behind the beam shelf at the top, and then feathered into the correct place along the planks, and then the planks can get screwed back onto it. And underneath the bench here you'll see some more bits of Mai Star II which need sand, paint scraping off, painting, repairing where necessary, and then they can all go back on as well, or be remade. These here are just the patterns of the old ones which need to be remade and then put back on. So that's another job, another day. That's all for now.